always hear people.
What does hate sound like?
I always hear people say just the N-word. I need to hear the actual full
I don't know
word.
what it is. I'm really confused about what combination of syllables the N-word is.
I need to.
So you want to say it to open up the podcast?
Cooper wants to say it to open up the podcast.
You want to start the podcast by saying the N-word for educational purposes. By saying, in case you haven't heard it and you don't know what word people are talking about when they tell you not to say the N-word, here it is. Beep! And yeah, that's how you want to start it.
That was what we were discussing before. I was arguing against it. Kurt and Cooper
were arguing for it. You created the concept of it. It was your idea.
Well, Kurt said, "What should we say to start the podcast?" You said the N-word.
I did not.
I
said try and not cuss in the first 5 minutes because I don't want to have to censor a lot of it. And then Kurt said, "Well, what if you said?" Well, no. Then you said, if you say the N-word at the very beginning with no context, nobody will know what you're talking about, and it's not a big deal. And I was saying, I think it is a big deal.
Well, if you bleep it.
Well, then I said
and then you censor his lips.
YouTube allows you to say stuff for educational purposes, like those YouTube videos where guys shave their
great.
Sorry, I said,
oh, great.
It's fine. I'll bleep it. It's
so if Cooper...
Well, now people are going to think he said the N-word.
No.
Just know anytime... Because I'm not going to add the bleep sound. It's just going to go quiet. Anytime you hear the audio go quiet, somebody said the N-word. It's not going to be me because I don't say it. But Kurt
I don't say it either.
No, I didn't.
Kurt said when you shave your N-word and balls, because that's what he calls his junk.
Yeah.
I had to pull out junk, not to say an expletive.
Set Kurt's junk free.
I mean, I don't think you can say anything for educational purposes.
No, not say anything. But if Shane took out his right now and showed how the urethra looks to the audience,
if they don't know,
we could do that.
And we could do it. YouTube. We could make it YouTube Kids.
I don't think you can do that and then also do a podcast in the same video. I don't think you can be like, okay, this part's educational. Here's my and then go, anyway, boys, let's have some fun and chat now. I don't think you can do like half entertainment, half educational. I think it would kind of seem to everybody that the whole thing is supposed to be entertainment.
No, this podcast
education can be entertaining.
Yeah, this is an all educational podcast now. No matter what happens.
Okay. No matter what happens in this podcast, because Kurt was talking about his big finale.
Yeah.
His big finale
where
involves...
he takes out his... says the N-word for educational purposes.
He takes out his... So it has the N-word on it, and then he pronounces it. He has it phonetically on his...
You want to take out your penis, and then you want to shave the N-word into your pubes, is what you want to do.
I want to show my butthole to the audience,
right,
for educational purposes, so they know what an anus looks like.
I want to behead Kurt. I want to behead Kurt for educational purposes.
Is that what the Al-Qaeda guys were doing? Is that all education?
That's why you're allowed to watch it on YouTube.
Were they just like, this is what it looks like when a guy loses his head?
Pretty interesting, right?
This is what it looks like when a guy just gets murked in Afghanistan.
Well, that's why it's on that, what's that site with the robot and the guy?
I mean, they were trying to educate us. They were trying to be like, this is what happens if you keep doing imperialism. That was a lesson.
And we didn't learn it.
No.
Because it wasn't marked as educational on YouTube.
No.
Because YouTube didn't post it, because YouTube thought it was entertainment.
Yeah. YouTube thought they were trying to be funny.
Well, I wish they let us see the other videos where they put the heads back on. Because Al-Qaeda did that. They showed you, They put
it back on?
Yeah, they had a couple of videos where
the guy came back to life
and
was like, oh boy, oh man, you guys taught me a lesson.
I would love to see one of those videos in reverse where it's like, beautiful man's head is reattached by Al-Qaeda saw. Al-Qaeda doctors reattach man's head miraculously. For some reason,
man goes from blue to white immediately.
Man goes from censored to uncensored.
The guy was blurry, and then Al-Qaeda scientists came in and with their magic unblurry saw.
You never want your body to be censored in video. That's never good. Unless you're like a Japanese adult film star.
And then you
Besides that.
want it to be censored because that's the big money.
Then you want it because it's the big money.
I wish
that means you're showing everything.
They shouldn't get paid anything. Can I just say that?
Who shouldn't?
These Japanese porn stars that are doing videos where it's all blurred, you don't deserve $1.
And they're also they're timid. They're like, I don't want you to see my stuff.
What a pointless video.
Yeah. Wait, let's see. How long are we into this?
You might as well just post a video of a conversation.
Yeah, and that's blurry.
Yeah, you might as well
a censored conversation.
Just post two people talking and make it blurry at that point. If you're just
and then people will fucking jack off.
Is that?
Yeah, we can. We're at 5:50.
Well, okay. Might have to.
I wish my penis was blurred out
I don't care.
at all times because I don't.
Can we say penis? We've said penis a lot.
I don't know. I don't know what you can say. I'm just gonna blur anything.
You just blur all of us.
That would be funny to have 2 minutes of your podcast
Kurt.
just completely blurred.
I'm gonna redact Kurt. Kurt's gonna be redacted from the file.
When the audio drops randomly for like multiple seconds and then we laugh.
That was
really, Kurt.
Yeah.
That was Kurt saying the N-word.
No, I wasn't saying it.
You're gonna be redacted from this.
Well, we could use AI to put Kurt in blackface.
Yeah, we're gonna release this podcast,
and it's educational because it shows like how to handle your friend.
Yeah,
how to mess with your friend.
They're wrong.
Yeah,
when they're doing something wrong. We're not even going to release a video. We're just going to release it like the files, where it's going to be a picture of us on the couch. Kurt's going to be covered by a black bar. And then there's going to be email that says, Kurt was crazy today. And then you go, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be funny
he brought pizzas for everybody.
You blur my face and then change my voice to one of those deep voices. That's not me.
I would love that. I would, because then you could really get down,
You get down, get down.
Yeah, it would be funny to like
get down.
Yeah.
Cooper and Shane, and then a guy that's like you don't even like tell the audience who I am.
Well, just a guy that just it would. Be
well, we
great.
do keep saying Kurt, so we've already messed that up.
I want it to be we're like you're not even talking about anything illegal. You're just talking about how you don't like your wife.
Yeah.
Like,
and you don't.
But you're blurred, so you're just like. Every day I come home and she never has dinner ready. And you're like, my voice is going to be blurred, right? And we're like, yeah, don't worry.
My wife got mad at me when I was trying to go down on her, and I said, lick your cock.
In documentaries,
no.
In documentaries,
you would do that
on accident once. I once said to Jasmine, I was like, I love you, my husband. I mean, wife.
You told the jazz man, you called the jazz man your husband?
On accident once.
Dude, you're fucking gay.
I'm not gay.
You're so gay. And
Nah,
you want Shane to be with your wife. You want your wife to be happy with Shane and for you to be happy with a man.
Nothing is better than a good pair of tits.
Didn't you knock on your wife's boobs and say anyone in there, and then she pushed you off of her body?
No, I was dating a woman once where
whoa,
there was this woman I was dating once, and I held up a cup of coffee to her after she. Never mind, I'm not gonna say it.
You have to say
no,
it.
You
do. You started it.
We're
gonna blur Kurt for this one, but keep his audio.
It's too gross.
Don't worry, we'll redact you for this one.
No.
What did you do?
I'll tell you off the podcast.
He punched her. Now it sounds so bad. He was like, I held a cup of coffee to her tits and then I threw it in her face.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like not as bad as it sounds. Dude, we're not famous. You gotta say the good
But we
stuff.
might be famous someday, so then you're fucked.
That's not gonna happen. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Might. Yeah. Might doesn't mean will. Might probably means not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I think you can speak freely.
You could pee freely.
I wish I could speak freely. Sometimes my family gets mad when I talk about them.
Does your family spell iCup at all?
What's iCup?
Could you spell it? Yeah.
ICUP. All right, come on now.
Come on, man.
Now.
You're going to have to redact him for that.
ICUP.
So nobody catches him. We could release clips of the podcast where he's censored, because, so people don't know who it is.
That would be awesome. I'm going to redact you for all the clips. I'm going to put a black square over your whole body.
Can you do Shane Cooper and special guest Ghislaine Maxwell?
I'm going to say special guest redacted.
Yeah.
Because then it's juicy. You don't know who it is.
Did you see Mom Donnie's mom was in the files?
That was awesome.
They had dinner and shit.
Did they have dinner? There was some picture of them on a New York street. They all took a little pic.
Yeah. So I guess that's why Mamdani wants to fix everything. because he got fucked in the
Because
ass.
he was 7 and happened to be in a picture on the street.
Oh, look who's naive now. What other pictures do you think they are?
I'm reading the file. I'm going through.
They have the X-rated version of the pictures.
I've read about 256 of Jeffrey Epstein's emails. I'm going through it on Gmail, which takes all his emails, puts them in a Gmail format. If you're not using it, get on it. It's the hottest social media app right now. It's awesome.
I've been using it to message women inappropriate stuff.
Well, you can't do that, and you shouldn't do that, and you should stop doing that.
Yeah, that's
if you're doing that, that's not related to the files. All I do at work
I
now,
try to relate it to the files.
I make signs for products in my hardware store, and I read Jeffrey Epstein's emails.
Same.
And he gets a lot of spam, so I got to filter through those. But I go through it.
He's probably excited about the get your dick bigger pills. He's like, damn, this could hurt so many kids.
I mean, he probably looked into it. He
Yeah.
knew a bunch of scientists, so I'm sure he has a lot of scientists messaging him, and they're like, thank you so much for all the money. I'm doing research on honor killings in Afghanistan.
That's so
Oh,
funny.
no.
One guy who was messaging, he was like, the guy who was messaging was like, I'm not really into all that race science stuff, which is like, I guess, cool that he's not a race scientist, but it is crazy in 2025 to like tell somebody, be like, I'm not into that.
Yeah.
Because I think Jeff was.
That's
Jeff,
2000.
Well, he wanted to get rid of poor people.
yeah, he was a eugenicist.
It's just so funny to have an email. I was telling this to somebody the other day. It is so funny that you have everything. You're on a private island. You're having sex with children. You're fucking monsters. And then still in the back of your head, poor people are just the number one item. You're like, we need to get rid of these
He
people.
prefers the rich bougie kids.
He's like never around to poor people.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It's also like, dude, if you get rid of poor people, who are you gonna like fuck and kill?
Yeah.
Your whole thing is predicated on like the vulnerable. You
Yeah.
can't fuck all these rich kids. But now
Do you think
everybody's
when he
saying-
was molesting Japanese kids, they were censored? Like they were blurred?
I think, didn't
No, I
he
think it
like
was
prefer
full on.
white? Like most of the photos are like white girls.
a lot of them are white kids?
Because he was kind of Epstein
he
was
was
also
kind of
very
racist.
racist.
He was
Yeah,
racist.
yeah.
Dude, there's a video I saw. I don't.
Sorry to break the
Yeah.
news, guys. Epstein was also a racist. If you were still on the fence,
He called us goyim.
I guess in a
Is
real
goyim a bad word?
if you want to look at the bright
Well,
side, the
goyim
fact
is-
that he was racist is good for people of other races.
Goyim is
kids
kind of
of
a,
other races.
Yeah, goyim's kind of a pejorative term people will Jewish people sometimes use for us, the Gentiles.
The normals.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're on the right side of history.
Yeah,
They're trying to get
you
us.
got to censor
There
that.
was an email. There was an email where they were talking about a party they were going to have, and he was like, "There will not be goyim in abundance." So he was like, "It's going to be all Jews."
He just said in abundance, so there might be some.
Yeah, there were some, but he was like, "Don't worry, it's not going to be like a goy party."
What do you
Yeah.
call more than one goyim? Like a bushel of
I think
goyim?
goy-
A sucker.
No, because like, the singular is goy. He's like, that's a. Well, you can also say goys. Goyim is a plural.
Oh, like Goya beans?
Goya Beans does support Donald Trump.
I do want to apologize to everybody that we are goys.
Yeah, I do want to. I mean, this podcast is pure goy slop.
Do you want to
Yeah,
see what a
yeah.
goy... For educational purpose, do you want to see what a goyim penis looks like? Shane, show-
It's corkscrewed like a duck.
It is corkscrewed by a duck. It's red.
I always like to think about all of the workers that were on Epstein's island that just like were also complicit.
Apparently, they were all told they had to leave at like 5.
Really?
They had to leave the island at 5.
And you stayed at 5:01? You mean kid fucking hours?
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I don't know if it's true. I just saw somebody say that like, I guess like there were clauses of like, don't look at anybody, never speak if you're not spoken to, and then you got to leave at 5. So they would like make some sandwiches. They're like till 5, it was just like a chill island day. And
Yeah.
then they'd be like, all right, get out of here.
Do they have to like take boats back home?
Yeah.
Sounds like
Like every day you got to get on a boat?
I mean
It's
that's
just
how
you and a bunch
Jurassic
of other
Park-
immigrants?
That sounds
You go
like
back to
Jurassic
New
Park.
York City,
Yeah.
you think this is America.
There's a lot of stupid people because Jeffrey Epstein had like a trap door on his island that went right to the sea. And people were like, oh, I bet they dumped bodies out of that. It's like, how fucking stupid would you be that you kill somebody on an island and then you just dump a body directly next to the island? It would
Yeah.
just wash up on the shore.
Although
would
if
smell
you
bad.
read some of those, what's so crazy about those emails?
They
is
were
that,
eating them.
Well, no, well, yes,
of them,
probably. What isn't it weird how like everyone's like, oh, pizza means child, but also in some of the emails he's just like young child. Like he doesn't like censor.
Maybe he meant pizza.
Like what does like what does
Maybe-
So when they actually wanted pizza, they were like, let's get some girls. But then when they wanted children, they said, let's get some pizza and lemonade.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seinfeld was on the island for lemonade.
He got invited with his wife for lemonade.
Yeah.
I feel like lemonade might mean like a test run. Because like if you're inviting a guy and his wife, because once again, I mean, we love hanging with the fellas.
Yeah,
Those
of
guys'
course.
like whole lives was predicated on hanging with the fellas.
Yeah.
So I think if you're inviting a guy and his wife for lemonade, you're kind of like, let's get a kind of feel for them, and then they can come back for pizza if they're cool.
Yeah.
I have this vision. I keep having this vision that like Seinfeld is having sex with a child on the island, and then Kramer opens the door out on accident, and he's like, Jerry!
And then he says the N-word.
He bursts into the room. Yeah.
He just bursts
Yeah,
in.
he bursts. He would. That's why you can't invite Kramer. He loves to burst into rooms. Like, dude, we cannot have him on the island. He's going to burst in and be like, what's going on in here?
What are you eating?
Yeah. I asked if you wanted to get dinner. You're having dinner without me. Why didn't you ask? I've been reading a lot.
Dinner smells like people.
He gets a lot of emails from random women who are above age whose educations he paid for.
Mhm.
And so they message him and they send him like T.S. Eliot poems of like, however far I walk, your heart never strays. Like, you are always with me. They're like, you are the greatest man I've ever met. I love you so much. There was one lady who was like, do you remember when you wanted to be my boyfriend, but I said no, but we are still friends? There's another.
I mean, that sounds like
she's
a
great.
Yeah.
He got friend zoned.
Yeah. Well, no, she got friend zoned by Jeff. Jeff friend zoned her. Or sorry, no, it was the other way.
Well, Jeff doesn't
But-
settle down.
But then there was another lady that got friend zoned by Jeff where she was like, do you remember when we kissed? I'd love to kiss you again, but I bet you don't want to kiss anymore. And I was imagining a dude reading that just being like, shit, he a Mac.
Yeah.
I mean, he evil, but he was Mackin'.
Yeah.
I mean, he had people like really simping over him. His manipulation games were insane.
Didn't he have like
One of the goats.
I read an email that he had. He said one of the goats.
Just offhand.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like it, but goat,
Yeah.
Not my thing, but goat of it.
Yeah, I mean,
Speaking of goats, didn't he keep people in like barn stalls and shit?
I mean, probably. I can't imagine he was keeping
we
them
could
in
just
fucking-
make stuff up that he did.
At this point, it's hard to know if you're even making stuff up. If somebody was like, oh, he put ketchup on all the girls, I'd be like, I mean, at that point, why not?
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein wrote all the bad episodes of The Simpsons.
He did write all the bad episodes of The Simpsons.
And that's why they're not good.
He wrote the second season of Black Mirror. A lot of people say it was worse.
He wrote the Fly episode of Breaking Bad, and he was like, I want to make this boring so goys don't pay attention to what we're doing because they're so bored.
Mm-hmm.
What if pizza was just code word for something embarrassing they were doing? Like nothing even.
Like maybe
illegal.
they got skid marks?
No, like imagine they're just like fans of a TV show that nobody likes.
Yeah, they're really into
you know, they would
They would
Supernatural.
get together and watch Two Broke Girls.
Yeah.
Two broke girls.
They loved Two Broke Girls. They loved Broke Girls.
Yeah.
Broke Girls were their bread and butter.
He's like, I don't like poor people, but I like two broke girls
Yeah.
in particular.
He had one email that I thought was funny. His friend messaged him, and they were talking about this painting that was part of a deal between Donald Trump and the Russian government. It was like it was a favor, this painting. But Jeff was like, my art guy told me the painting isn't even good. And his friend goes, you have an art guy? And he just goes, doesn't everyone?
Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy had a good sense of humor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fortunately.
Which is rich guy humor.
Yeah.
That's very rich guy humor.
Well, it's like New York bitch humor.
Yeah.
It's like, because I was thinking like, oh yeah, like I bet that's how he got a lot of nerds to do evil stuff is like some nerd was like, wait, you guys do this to kids? And he was like, yeah, girl, what do you think? He's like, everybody does this. And then some guy who like has no friends because he's a fucking paleontologist and never gets invited out is like, fuck.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck, this guy's not so much of a bastard as I thought.
I keep sending the interview of Steve Bannon, like that he did with Epstein, like clips of Epstein talking about finance. I keep sending it to people I know and be like, when he's right, he's right.
He's a good financier.
He's a good financier.
Dude, so many people would message him and they were like, please tell me when to get my stocks out. Where it's like, he wasn't even a good financier. He was just plugged into the world elite, so he just knew when they would purposely crash the economy.
Yeah, he knew insider trading.
I
like
mean,
the back of his hand.
he knew so much. He got a message from like a crown prince in Dubai that literally goes, is war coming to our region? And he was like, no, but Venezuela's going to get fucked up because Maduro's been popping off. In 2019, he said that.
Damn.
It's crazy. What's fun about the Epstein files is there's so much that everybody kind of gets their own email to talk about.
Yeah, because there's
There's
many.
no like most famous email.
The only thing that I know may be fake is some of the emails. Like if you were a crazy person that went to the FBI and were like, I was on the island, and you were like, he crucified me. Epstein crucified me and fucking had my way. Like they would put it would become an email.
Yeah.
And then people would be like, Cooper Lyden was crucified on Epstein Island.
Yeah.
But because there might be some emails that are like, because I saw one email that was like they were eating like babies on a cruise ship. And I was like, but it came from like, the FBI wrote in the email too, like, I mean, we took it, but this guy seems a little crazy.
Well,
Do you
also
think they included the tips just to throw us off?
There's probably some tip emails that are not.
Well,
real
I
in
think
there.
with this kind of trial, we can't do the regular, like, oh, you have no evidence, because it's like, of course there's no evidence. I think if somebody seems fucking crazy and they're like, they did this to me, it's like, they probably did, and that's the reason you're crazy now.
Yeah.
Let's just take everybody's word for it. What do we have to lose?
Yeah, just the
be-
country.
We should be killing every single politician.
Absolutely.
I was
Absolutely.
thinking, like, damn, I wish I knew how to make nerve gas. We just get all them boys. I would
Yeah,
love-
Kurt, what were you were talking about doing something big?
Whoa.
And this is all jokes and entertainment, and of course, it's just
Whoa.
educational. And
Something huge.
Stop, please.
That's why we
You
invited
and Jasmine were talking about doing.
I love politicians.
The Jazz Man is a.
we
I love-
invited you on the pod because you, Kurt Steinmuller, and your wife, who live in California,
you-
said you had something huge planned.
We don't know what it is.
You gotta bleep that out. You gotta bleep that.
You gotta bleep out what?
Our
I didn't say
address.
your address. I said your neighborhood.
That's
Let's find out his address.
no, please.
I just couldn't remember the numbers. I remember the street, of course.
Oh my god. Your followers are gonna come to my house.
And don't worry, the colony circle is very small, so you'll find him pretty
A
quick.
lot of our followers are young women, so if they came to your house, it'd be kind of awesome.
Yeah, if a bunch of women
Above
came to your
age.
house and killed you,
A lot of our followers are like kind of artsy mid-20s women. So that'd be
Really?
pretty dope if they showed up. If they pulled
if
up.
they showed
We
up
don't have
censored,
room. Yes.
Yeah.
We should make some fake Epstein emails and just put them on Reddit.
I've been thinking of copying and pasting all his emails and just emailing stuff he said to my friends.
Yeah.
So they have some Epstein emails. Just email them and be like, this Saturday's going to be fun. TB and Jay are going to be there.
yeah.
Just my friends be like, what is that? And I'm like, don't play games.
Yeah.
Do not play games with me right now.
you remember when Biden said, "Don't play games with me"? Hell yeah.
Did he say that in a debate?
He said that when somebody asked how many genders there are, he said like at least 4. Don't play games with me, kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so fucking funny.
That is very
Hey,
funny.
don't play games with me. It's like, wait, are you a transphobe? One of the funniest things he ever said, somebody was asking him about illegal immigrants, and they're like, so what do you have to say about all the people that are like getting locked up that have crossed the border? And he was like, he stumbled and then was like, well, they are breaking the law. So it was like, oh no, Biden. I mean,
Oh no, this guy we knew was evil's evil.
he didn't really say where he fell on the issue, but he was like, I mean, it is a crime. So I
Yeah.
don't know. But,
Same thing with Jeffrey Epstein. No matter how you feel, it's a crime. It's a
It
crime
doesn't-
what he did.
Listen, we all like what he did, but it's a crime.
Yeah.
Okay?
You can't chop kids' heads off and then eat the heads.
What did he call them? Shrimp, right? Didn't he say they're like shrimp? There's an
He was
an
insulting
email.
him?
No, there's an
He was
email
calling them
where
little shrimp.
no, there
He was saying they're weaklings.
no, there literally is an email where he goes, some of the women are like shrimp. You can bite off the heads and throw away the tails or something crazy like that.
I've said that. I say that about women all the time.
I mean, sometimes I'd be reading his emails and I'm like, this motherfucker sound like me. This motherfucker talk like my ass.
Yeah, I be posting Epstein emails on my story going, me.
Me.
Yeah.
This was me. This was me, by the way.
feel like
Have we considered that Jeffrey Epstein's eyes he might wear sunglasses that have little black bars that look like they're taking his eyes out. But really, he just wears these sunglasses
Oh,
sometimes.
like in the pictures?
Yeah, when
He's
they-
just wearing a square black mask.
Yeah.
Maybe all those women were wearing square black masks.
Yeah.
Apparently, he was attracted to women who were redacted.
Yeah, I've heard that. And I've heard that he was like friends with a lot of guys who were redacted.
All of his friends were like,
black bars.
they were not real.
Yeah, they were black bars.
They're like vampires. They don't show up in emails. Pedophiles are like, that's like the mirror for pedophiles is emails. They don't show up in them.
Have we considered the island was maybe empty? That he was lonely on an island? And no one actually ever went?
A lot of people are considering that nobody went.
If
A lot of people who have voted for Donald Trump in both elections have considered the fact that maybe none of that's true.
And good for them.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's sick. There's 60-year-old people that only take opinions from Donald Trump and nobody else. There was a guy I saw like 5 days ago. An old man on Threads literally just goes, "Why are we talking about Jeffrey Epstein?" And I'm like, that's so sick. He just heard Trump say that and was like, of course, daddy's right.
Yeah.
I if I was on an island, I wouldn't partake.
I would. There
I would
be a
be
lot
like,
of good
it'd be
food.
sensory overload.
I'm going to a Super Bowl party tonight. There's going to be a lot of free, good food.
That's how he gets you. Though,
Maybe
with
there's
the free
kids.
food.
Son.
I mean, it does suck because like you paid money to spend, for the food at the party. You're showing up to the party. There's a list of people going to the party. If they start fucking kids at the party, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Even if you don't.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not going to that party.
I thought there'd be fucking lemonade here. What the hell is this?
Shit, and I brought all my candy.
Yeah.
They're really going to want to come to me because my pockets are full of candy because I love candy.
Yeah, that'd be sick. You're not a pedophile, but you did bring a bunch of Laffy Taffy.
Yeah.
Like, God damn, all these kids keep taking pictures with me.
They call me the Laffy Man.
I'm going to look like a bastard.
Oh, shit, I'm the most popular guy on the island.
Oh, shit, all the kids love me.
Oh, shit, they say I'm the best guy to ever come here. They say I'm the most important motherfucker here.
They say I get the vibe more than anyone ever has. Shit. I didn't know these bastards were doing that.
Oh, shit, I fell on a rock and now I'm covered with blood, but it's my own blood. And they're taking pictures. Fuck.
You get a bloody nose and they take a picture of you.
Oh, shit, you can't tell I got hurt. This could be anybody's blood in the fucking picture,
I showed up on the island with a bunch of candy on me, fell, broke my nose, bleeding all over. Then some kids surrounded me and they took a picture. Now I look like a bastard.
Ah, shit. One of the kids was having a racing contest, so they ran away from me. They trained me to a race. They wanted me to race them, so there's pictures of kids running away.
If you see the video, it just looks like they're sprinting from me. Look like a bastard.
God, I look like a real jerk.
It would be funny if all the victims' interviews from like 2007 when they were getting ignored, if they were getting ignored because all the victims were just like, I went to an island full of bastards.
There's a bunch of jerks there and I love it because I'm a kid and I'm riding the cock carousel.
What nobody talks about is that all those kids were actually riding the cock carousel because they hadn't hit the wall yet. And now that they're older and hit the wall, they're trying to settle down with nice guys. So they're coming out and calling all those guys jerks and bastards when really they used to love hanging out with them before they hit the wall.
That's the realest shit that's ever been on this podcast.
It's when they were in their slut era.
Yeah.
All right. That's probably the craziest victim blaming.
Jesus.
Even as a bit,
Yeah. You're going to have to censor that. You're going to have to censor that.
This is a serious
I let you
issue.
roll.
This is a very serious issue. I do think it's crazy all the victims, when they looked at them, they all had shit in their pussies.
They did.
Wait, what?
No. Did you look this up?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So all the victims.
AIDS doesn't care.
Is this
Don't
true?
Look it up because it's true.
No, it's not true.
All the victims, they were kids, but because they wore diapers, their pussies were full of poop. And that's why they hit the wall.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Because they rode the cock carousel.
Yeah.
It is crazy that when those kids went to the FBI's first question was, are you riding the cock carousel because you haven't hit the wall yet? They were on Manosphere Talk way before like Andrew Tate, because the CIA and FBI invented Manosphere Talk to divide people more. So they invented it.
Yeah, well, all the kids in the island, they actually do have transcripts of all the kids going like, I'm on the cock carousel. I haven't hit the wall yet.
I fuck jerks and bastards.
And actually, Epstein was killing those kids so they wouldn't hit the wall.
He was killing them, right? Were there the emails where he was killing them?
Of course he was killing them.
Yeah.
Kurt, what do you think?
He was killing them.
Kurt's Corner. Welcome to Kurt's Corner.
All right, this is Kurt's Corner. What is just your general take?
I was actually thinking the other day, I was like...
It's Kurt's Corner. Let us know.
You don't have to tell us you were thinking the other day. We know
so
you
these elite pedophiles, they're so well protected.
What do you mean by
never
elite? Like the best ones?
No, like... you know,
Which ones
Epstein.
you like the most? Your favorite ones?
Highest quality pedophiles,
Highest
according to
quality,
Kurt, at
yeah.
Kurt's Corner.
And then I was like, man, you really gotta love kids and be a real pedophile if you're a poor man's pedophile, like out there on the streets, risking your life.
Well, Kurt does make a good point that you do kind of have to hand it to the pedophiles that don't have an island.
Yeah.
Good job, Kurt. That's Kurt's Corner. Kurt says if you're a pedophile, it's not easy, and he commends you, and he called you a goat. That means greatest of all time. That's
He
Kurt's Corner,
respects you.
everybody.
He respects you, yes.
No,
Wow,
I don't respect
congrats.
them.
Wow,
I don't respect
If
them.
you are out there having sex with children, Kurt thinks that you're grinding. You're giving him steel. You're working your fucking ass off. He sees you. He appreciates you. And that's Kurt's Corner.
You're seen. I hope you feel seen.
You would probably be the funniest guy in the world to be on that island. Because the
Who?
amount of times because you would be like, oh my God.
What's going on here? I feel like when they're all after 5, they're all in the barn or whatever having sex with kids. I'd be out like, you guys, there's a coral reef down here with fish.
Yeah.
What are you guys
Kurt's
doing in there?
Kurt's in the lab like, fuck, you guys made dinosaurs?
Yeah.
It's Jurassic Park.
I mean, that is the thing. He was so plugged into like all these. He was funding so many scientists and stuff. So any like groundbreaking research he was a part of. So there was so much other stuff that was cool
Yeah.
Yeah.
that you could really fill your time.
Yeah. I would just like.
And I wonder if they ever sent the kids over there.
No.
I wonder if the guys ever got really interested in like the other stuff and they were like, well, we don't have any blackmail photos of them. Because they keep looking at the Jurassic Park we made.
I mean, there's definitely a lot of motherfuckers in the emails who like, because he was like introduced to so many people because he was known as a philanthropist that would fund research. So there are a lot of people who are messaging him like, hey, Jeff, I'd love to fucking meet you because I got this thing I'm researching. I mean, some of the funniest emails are just when he's obviously introducing a pedophile to another pedophile. Because like there's one email where it's like, Jeffrey, I got this friend. You would love him. And it's like just obviously 2 pedophiles. One of the emails was like, I met Jeffrey 26 years ago. Donald Trump introduced us. He fucking rocks. This is Martin. Martin, Jeff, you guys are going to fucking love each other. And then Martin responds and he's like, I'm going to be in New York in November. We got to hang. And then Jeff's like, yeah, let's get lunch.
let's
like,
get pizza.
Let's get pizza. Pretty
Let's
much.
not even do the lemonade stuff.
Yeah.
We're going straight to pizza.
Let's go straight to pizza.
I mean, they just
Meat lovers.
deep dish. Maybe
Oh, deep dish.
We do need to apologize. I want to be the first because it's crazy to me that this isn't in the public zeitgeist yet, but I want to formally apologize to the Pizzagate people. I did call you guys dumb, and you were completely right.
I want to apologize to Pizzagate people. I said you guys weren't hot.
And you're
You're
also
hot.
sexy.
You're sexy.
So I just want to apologize to the Pizzagate people. You were completely right about a pedophile ring that calls kids pizzas. And if we do apologize to you and we let you guys back into society, that's cool. I just hope you'll be cool with Mexicans. I think that's a good trade. You were right about Pizzagate and maybe chill on immigration.
Guess who wasn't in the files?
Us.
We weren't in the files.
No, I looked you up. You're in 5 emails, Shane.
I did look
I
up
mean-
your name in the files.
You're in 5. Shane, you're in 5 emails. They said Epstein came to one of your comedy shows. Epstein was a big comedy fan. There's a couple of emails about him going to the Comedy Cellar.
There was an
Comedy
email
store.
about, because Bobby Slayden, the comedian, was really good friends with Jeff. And Bobby Slayden emailed Jeff, and he was like, Mark Maron can't make it to dinner tonight. So I think they tried to get Mark in, and he was like, no.
Well, they all knew, that's what's the craziest thing to me about the Comedy Cellar shit is it's like that was a rumor around the Comedy Cellar.
What was
They
the
were
rumor?
like, there's this guy with his island, probably fucking kids there,
Yeah.
and
Really?
nobody's really said anything about it.
Yeah.
They probably know they'd get fucking killed.
I mean, they're a bunch of fucking poor comedians, so they're just like, what the fuck are we gonna... I mean, there's like rumors about small-time pedophiles in comedy that everybody just goes, damn, don't go to his club.
Yeah.
That's like the most people do. It's just like, I guess...
Do not order the pizza.
Do not order the pizza at Jeffrey Epstein's comedy stop.
Now let's go back to Kurt's Corner.
Yeah. What do you want to know?
I don't know, just spitball.
Why don't
Pizzagate.
We
Pizzagate?
talked about the Jeff stuff. We talked about Pizzagate. What's a new topic you want to bring to the fold? Anything you thought about before coming here that you want to chat about?
You talked about brisses.
Just think we're 3 guys. We're guys pound.
Oh yeah, we were talking about brisses. Can an adult get a bris?
And I told you, yes, it does happen.
But that's an adult circumcision.
Well, all right.
but-
Kurt's Corner's over.
I'm talking about if I called a
Yes,
rabbi.
I'm saying yes. You
All
can
right.
get a bris. You
That's
get a bris
sick.
as an adult.
Let's do it now.
I mean, it's
On the
really
podcast.
It's like super painful. It's like probably the most painful thing you could have happen to you.
Yeah, I was this close as a kid doing it to myself because I didn't
Other
want
than
to
getting
be.
your heart broken.
I have a Jewish penis. I have no foreskin.
I do too.
I have a foreskin. Did I ever
I think
tell
my
you?
mom got me circumcised because she knew I would probably convert to Judaism at some point.
It's kind of interesting that like Jews created circumcision more for, I guess, religious purposes, but then like
Cleaning
us
purposes.
Gentiles just kind of got into it.
Well, it's because
Yeah,
it's supposed
yeah.
to be cleaner.
It's
That's what
easier.
they say. Yeah, they
He-
say, look at this baby. There's no way he's gonna clean his fucking penis.
I mean, if I had a kid, I would like to leave him uncircumcised, but sometimes the foreskin does get tight, and that can be a real issue. So.
you gotta clean it out.
You got with a toothbrush.
When it's a baby,
But
you
some
gotta.
some people can't pull it over the head, so it's like really hard to clean.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't want my baby to go through that. So
Yeah, I have so much schmegma. I need to use a power wash.
yeah,
Jasmine has to call a local power wash guy.
You have a
The
tight
jazz man?
foreskin? Or is it
Tight,
manageable?
long.
Long.
Yeah, I told you about the time that
You
all
need to
my
educate
I told
us.
you about the time where all my friends made fun of me when I was a kid for being uncircumcised, and then I asked my mom if I can get an adult circumcision.
We made fun of our friend for being uncircumcised.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah,
The hell are you guys doing? It's
I used to
mean.
think it was so gross, but now I think it's cool.
I'm accepting of all people, so I never made fun of people.
All
for that.
people?
Everyone.
This is a very divisive time to say all people. You might want to make some
Yeah.
caveats.
Well, how about this? I'm accepting of you people. Is that better?
What do you mean, me and Kurt?
yeah. You.
No, just the general you people.
There is no general you people. You
Do
people
you know
specific
you
to a
people?
group.
Black people. I'm supportive of.
You better bleep that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to bleep that. I
Black
don't want
people
people
are-
finding out I love black people.
Also, shout out black people. Really, almost none of you in the files. So
Oh, except what's his name from Rush Hour?
Chris Tucker, unfortunately.
Chris Tucker was in so many photos.
I'm going to be completely honest. I think Chris Tucker was flying high off Rush Hour, and he was getting invited to a lot of cool stuff, and I think he got caught up. And
Well, Epstein
there
was,
was
a
probably
huge-
like a funny moment where Epstein and Chris Tucker were listening to the radio, and Epstein kept wanting to put on opera, and he was like, "That's white people shit," and so he tried to put it on fucking hardcore rap,
yeah,
like that scary shit that
Yeah.
scares
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
I think
Kurt's Corner. What is your feeling on rap?
I love it. I love rap. I like rap because it,
Who are some of your favorite rappers?
trying to think. Tupac,
Okay.
Oh my god,
Schmitty.
white
Schmitty.
people don't listen to that
Schmitty,
stuff.
Schmitty.
Schmitty?
Yeah, Schmitty, Schmitty.
Schmitty.
You don't know? Oh, underground guy.
Underground guy? Is he a Jewish guy?
No, it's just Schmitty Schmitty. That's his name.
I like
Cool.
Derp.
Yeah, Durr is good.
I like I like K Schwizzleman.
Walglum is good too.
Oh my god.
Oh, that guy
Walglum's
rocks.
Great.
But they actually don't know if he's a guy or a girl
He's got
because he
the-
wears that
Yeah,
mask.
they got those blur beats.
Oh my
Beats that are
goodness.
like blur, blur, blur,
That's the
blur.
grimiest shit.
That's the grimiest shit. I think Chris Tucker's a bad guy to invite to the island because if you showed him a room with a bunch of kids, he'd be like, "What's going on, man?" Like he wouldn't be like chill
Yeah.
about it. He'd be like, "I'm pissed, man," and then he'd want to leave.
He'd also rush.
And then he tried to arrest him, yeah.
Yeah, he'd be like, "Why can't we just?" Yeah, because he'd think he was a cop. He was a method actor. He literally thought he was a cop for like 8 years throughout
Yeah.
the Rush Hour films. So he'd be like, "Where's Jackie at?" And then he'd try to arrest him.
Did
all the-
Jackie ever go to the island?
I don't know. He has a terrible relationship with his children. He's like, kind of a bad.
Oh.
He's like not a great guy interpersonally. So maybe
No, then he's probably a good guy.
Jackie
Because usually the people that are bad in real life are actually the ones that are
Maybe.
like,
but he tries to hide it. Jackie's like the most famous guy in China because he's
Oh.
also
I'm the most famous
he has
guy
a
in
huge
China.
career. Not true. Sorry, but not true.
I'm
Just
pretty
not true.
famous in China.
He has a huge career as a singer.
Really?
He's like one of the top singers in China, and of course a movie star. So like
Yeah.
he's like number one China,
and doesn't
number
he?
one Chinese.
It
Does
is
it-
interesting when you look at like some Asian like celebrities and find out that they're like doing everything
They
also.
just do other stuff over there that they just don't do here.
There's a
Like
really
there's
cool.
there's
yeah.
a movie director that was like an offensive stand-up comedian before he got into movies and
Oh,
he
yeah.
made art
I feel
movies.
like I've heard of that. What guy? What? Did he do?
Takashi Kitano. His
Damn.
movies are awesome.
Yeah.
Then he's just like he
Oh,
was like the like dirtiest comedian in Japan.
Well, you
he was the Dice of Japan.
It like wasn't even dirty. It was like horrifically violently,
like schmut.
verbally violent against
Yes.
like marginalized groups.
Well, it was
Didn't you
like
say his favorite. Didn't like you sent me an article that was like, oh, his favorite topic was to like really pick on marginalized groups. I think that was
Yeah.
like his number one thing on stage.
That's
was like
awesome.
a marginalized group.
Well, it said that he loved to pick on the old, the vulnerable, and the ugly.
Isn't that every comic? Come on, you know what I'm talking about,
he
huh?
was kind of the Dice of Japan, and
Yeah.
then it's like if Dice got into like making Bergman movies or something.
Hikuri dikuri.
What was that dice joke we came up with that made that woman scream at you at a mic?
I don't know if we've ever told this story in the podcast.
It is very
and
funny.
I would love to. So I was talking about how, well, we workshopped this.
Yeah, we did
I don't know
workshop.
exactly who came up with what part of it, but we came up with a joke, which is, I'm going to open up a soup kitchen for the homeless, and the only thing I'm going to feed them is knuckle sandwiches. And then I go, oh, get a job. That was a very mean Dice-style joke that we came up with.
Yeah.
So I went on stage at the open mic we were at, and I said, and this is an open mic with all of our friends, so it's nobody I haven't met, really. I go up and I say, I'm going to try a new character. And then I do a Dice voice and I tell that joke, that very awful joke. And because they're my friends and they know I'm kidding and it's so silly because what an awful thing to say, everybody laughs. One woman says, yeah, wait until you're fucking homeless. And then I stayed calm and I was like, oh, no, I'm just kidding. And she's like, that's a fucked up thing to say. And I go, no, of course it is. That's the only reason it's funny. She goes, that's not funny. And I go, I think if you don't get why it's funny, I can't explain to you why that's funny.
Yeah.
You only thinking it's bad, you only kind of understand half of why it's funny. And then she got really angry. She threatened to fight me. And then she walked out of the room. She was very angry. And then she came back in the room. Kurt's about to go up. And Kurt goes, what should I do? And I go, tell the exact same joke. Go up and tell the same joke word for word. And you did that, and then you added another part where you looked directly at her and screamed, 'cause I fucking hate the homeless. Do you get it? Like, really aggressive. Which is something I couldn't even tell you to do. Only you could come up with such a beautiful ender. And so now she's really angry because she's hated the joke, and now she's heard it twice, but she doesn't leave. She stays. And then our other friend, Kelly Johanna's going up. So I go to Kelly Jo and I say, go on your phone, act like you're reading one of your own jokes, and then just calmly say that exact same joke about open up a soup kitchen, only feeding the homeless knuckle sandwiches. Kelly goes up, says the exact same joke to the woman. So now this woman has heard a joke she hates 3 times in a row. Because here's the thing. If a person goes to a comedy club and hates a joke, they only hear it once. They never hear it 3 times. So we pretty much tortured a woman for about 2 hours. And then she did try and fight Kelly. She threatened to fight Kelly.
I do think that is something we should try to keep doing. If somebody,
Upsetting the homeless?
No. If you're on a lineup for stand up and someone hates your joke, you should get the other comics to say it.
It's the funniest thing possible.
It is so
Well, you should
funny.
go up and be like, they stole my joke. I'm going to tell it myself.
The way it's supposed to go. Yeah, and then you look at the person, you go, I understand why you hated the joke. They delivered it terribly. They didn't do it right. And then you deliver it the exact same way.
But angrier.
But angrier.
Yeah, mine was a little bit too angry.
Well, it's funny because
I'm going to pee.
I was doing a Dice thing that was a little like, oh, I'm a piece of shit. And you just went up with full vitriol of like, do you fucking get it? Do you get it now?
I feel.
Kurt did late Dice. That's what
Yeah,
Shane said off
yeah.
mic. It was very late Dice. It was very the day after died. It was 4.
It was very Kramer.
It was very Kramer. It was a bit of a Kramer moment.
Laugh Factory.
I mean, I'm glad we didn't go full Kramer. That might get that whole mic shut down.
No, you got to do half Kramer. If you go half Kramer, it's okay.
You got to promise me you'll never go Kramer.
No, I won't.
If one of my friends went Kramer, it'd be such a bummer.
All right, out of all of your friends that are comics, who do you think would go full Kramer?
I mean, that's a tough one because we have a group of traumatized boys who don't act right, but none of us would say that. None of us would do that on stage.
I think us we would do something else.
We would do something else bad.
Yeah.
But none of us would, I think, really say that word on stage because we just, I don't know. A lot of us were born at a time where it's not funny to do that.
No,
there are a lot of guys that were born at a time where saying that was like funny.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But they only hung out with white people and it was an echo chamber of racism.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Our friends, any of us that would say it, it's really hard to think.
Well, I think our moment of snapping on stage would be something different. Like I feel like you'd flip a table. I I would just scream very loud at an audience member.
Yeah, we would do something like upsetting, but can you turn off the light? But like it wouldn't be offensive. It would just be upsetting because it would be just so full of anger and vitriol.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know if anyone in our group would ever say the N-word on stage.
No.
Wait.
We're talking about if
Kurt-
anyone would have a Kramer moment.
Kurt was like, "Who do you think in our group would have a Kramer moment?" And I was like, "I don't really think anyone in our
Kurt?
group."
No, not me.
Probably not Kurt.
Well, the thing is, at another time, it would be Kurt
Yeah.
because you are the Kramer of the group. You burst into rooms, you have big reactions.
Yeah.
But you weren't raised as the kind of person that would do that.
Wait, who is Kurt's suggestion of somebody that would say?
No,
You
I'm
couldn't
just.
think of anyone.
I didn't say I didn't mean like Kramer
Eli
moment as
Lutsky.
that one.
Eli Lutsky. If you don't know Eli, he's a good friend of ours, but he does still think it's fine for white people to say the N-word. He thinks it's funny. He thinks it's fine. He says words don't kill people.
Yeah. Him and like Kurt's wife, the jazz man.
Jesus.
The jazz man is always saying like it's just a word.
Well,
They use it in their rap musics.
It's weird because Eli will be on the right side of history, but he'll still say that word. Like he was talking about Epstein, and he goes, "That motherfucker is such a beep."
Well, he said that guy is not my beep.
Yeah. And it's like, why? Like, you could just say that he's a bad guy and people agree with you, but once you say the N-word, who would,
What if I start mouthing words so it looks like you're censoring me right now? Where I'm like,
I'd prefer, I mean, okay, that was gibberish. Please don't even mouth the N-word. Just don't, because that's still saying it to me.
Yeah, that's.
well, yeah, I guess because you're fucking PC.
What if they weren't abusing kids and all they were doing on the island was just letting the N-word fly?
Well, yeah, that's why. Yeah,
Because
that's
the woke is so bad now that white guys have to get an island just to riff the way they want to.
Yeah. In a pyramid.
well,
Gotta build
when
a
you're
pyramid.
riffing, sometimes it comes out. You're just talking.
It's never
to-
happened with us. That's never happened.
You know what's crazy about
yeah, it hasn't. I
You
don't
know,
It's
know.
never just come out.
You know what's crazy about
We get
Epstein's
angry
Island?
sometimes.
We get angry, but I don't say that word.
I'm
You
kind
only
of
say that word about
that they
white
brought women on the island. And
Kurt's Corner, how do you feel
Because I feel like a cooler island would just be a place where me and Stephen Hawking's and Epstein could just chill and hang.
You would love an island just to dig.
Yeah, just a dig
Do you think they had a play place?
for pizza.
100%.
Yeah, hell yeah.
100%. I think they had monkey bars on the island.
That's
I think
awesome.
they like to probably watch the kids move around before they kind of,
Like free
They got to
range.
work out a little bit.
yeah. Kind of like a combine. where the
Yeah. What do you
coaches
think they fed the kids?
come. Probably chicken nuggets.
I feel like they gave them prison food.
I mean,
Like the stuff that has just enough protein and nutrients to keep you
you
healthy.
think they gave them like goop?
Yeah.
No, I think Epstein fed them well.
You think
Like
so?
like chicken feed.
That's Kurt's Corner.
chicken.
I think he was giving them. Okay, that's Kurt's corner.
Chicken
Epstein was
treated
feeding them
those kids
well.
Right. That's Kurt Steinmuller. That's Kurt Steinmuller right there.
he had a kid coop and he let them out every night
To run around.
to run around and
use the
eat
bathroom.
Chicken feed.
He let them outside to use the bathroom.
He better let him play video games after what he did to him.
He
After a
probably
night-
didn't.
after-
That was probably what they really were upset about. There's no video games on the
Well, it
island.
sucks because all that stuff happens to you, and then you have to go back to like a cinder block room.
Yeah,
You
you
don't-
don't even get to play Roblox.
You don't even get like a DS,
You don't get to play Roblox and talk to other pedophiles
right?
and be like, "I wish I was with you,
See,
a much
that's what-
safer
That's
pedophile."
what sucks for kids now is you go out into the world and somebody sexually abuses you, and then you go home and you're like, all right, time to chill and play Roblox, and then some guy's trying to virtually sexually abuse you on
Well,
Roblox.
The
'Cause
guy's
Epstein
like,
was
"Will
on
you
there.
join my satanic cult?" And you're like, "I guess."
Yeah, he worshipped Moloch. That's what the email. Moloch and Baal.
Well, there's like a big satanic cult on Roblox now,
Really?
like 764. That's kind of
Is that true?
yeah. It's like a lot of people are getting like a lot of sextortion, like of children, and
But isn't there a difference between a Satanist and a Luciferian?
Yeah.
I guess
Right,
so.
'cause
Kurt's
Satan-
Corner, which is better?
Satanists are atheists, and they use the devil as just a figure of like, free will or
Like punk rock.
doing what
kind
you
of.
wanna do.
Yeah.
There's neo-Nazi Satanists that seem pretty like intent on being like, no, we love him.
Well, there's Satanists and then there's devil worshippers. And devil worshippers believe that God and the devil exist and they choose the devil as their God. And Satanists are atheists who are like, we just believe that like you should just care about yourself and like,
They're
they're actually peaceful people.
well, they both love cheese pizza. It's just Satanists prefer, like, actual cheese pizza from, like, fine New York establishments.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Shout out Joe's Pizza.
Shout out Joe's Pizza.
Good pizza.
The only good pizza in the world.
Mm-hmm. Because when we talk about pizza, we're talking about Joe's.
Yes.
We're not talking about kids.
Yeah.
We're talking about getting a slice after a spot at the Comedy Store.
A guy did tell me, he was like, yeah, Joe's Pizza is just as good as in LA is just as good as the stuff in New York. And I'm like, yep.
I mean, I've had pizza in New York, and Joe's tastes like it.
Well, I will say, as a New Yorker, pizza in LA is pretty fucking good. Like, there's some good pizza joints out here.
Well, the thing about pizza is just good. So when people are like, "Oh, you've never had pizza like this," I'm like, "I bet I have."
Can we just make sure that the audience knows we're actually talking about the food pizza?
We're not. We are not. You know what we're talking about?
No.
You know what we're talking about.
No, pizza.
You know exactly what we're talking about.
We're-
And it's kids. Are you texting right now?
Yeah, come on. We're
I
talking
got a
about
text.
cheese pizza.
Somebody's meeting.
Oh!
All right.
I'm
I'm-
fucking texting a girl when we're trying to talk about kids.
Yeah, come
Well,
on.
we're doing Kurt's Corner right now, so we don't. I don't
We're
have to
not
pay
doing
attention.
Kurt's Corner. We're talking about kids.
Yeah, we're talking
and
about
referring
pizza.
to them as pizza. And when I say get a slice of pizza after a spot at the Comedy Store, what I mean is going up to Pauly Shore's house, which is full of kids, and abusing them.
Well, it's made of kids.
Shout out Pauly Shore. He's one of the biggest criminal pedophile traffickers of children in Hollywood. I've opened for him. I know him. I have his phone number, and I'm verifying that, okay? Pauly Shore traffics children. He keeps them in his house, and you can go up there and you can take a bite of them after your spot at the store. That's true.
That was Cooper's Corner.
That was Cooper's Corner.
But on the real, Pauly Shore's not trafficking kids. He's too busy making web series.
Yeah,
I trust Pauly Shore more than a lot of people in Hollywood because he truly is so busy making web series.
he's writing scripts. He's making web series.
He loves web series.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he really wants to figure out his comeback. And if you want to figure out your comeback, you can't also.
You have no time for that.
You have no. Well, yeah, you can't be caught molesting kids.
I honestly think I don't think of all Hollywood elites who have been on the top of their game in Hollywood, I don't think Pauly Shore's ever sexually abused a child.
That's
That's
great.
Cooper's Corner.
I really don't.
I would guess not.
Hand to God.
I would guess a lot of people that were, huge were probably just like, women are fine.
And he's not in the files.
You looked it
You
up?
searched?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's so
Was Bill
famous,
Cosby in
and
the
he's not in the
files?
file. I didn't look up his name.
the Comedy Store isn't mentioned at all. The Comedy Store La Jolla is mentioned.
He was an East Side guy.
Yeah.
Well, that's because the
East Coast
island.
guy.
The island was
Well, he's
close.
the East Side guy. He used to go to Lyric Hyperion and shit.
Where was the island? I thought it was in like the Caribbean.
Yeah. So it's closer to the East Coast. So I'm wondering, is there a West Coast island that
Catalina.
we haven't discovered yet?
Catalina.
yeah.
They were taking the ferry out there, going up to the Wrigley Mansion. Look into the Wrigleys. We got to look into that.
The gum?
Well, they own a mansion on Catalina.
Oh,
What's
well,
go-
then they're probably chewing kids and spitting them out.
Bingo.
What goes on in there? Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Epstein also had a brother.
What's
named
happening
Mark.
at the M&M store in Times Square?
We need to look into the M&M store in Times Square because I went there. I've been to the M&M store in Las Vegas, and I got a tiny M&M slot machine. I used to love tiny slot machines as a kid. You know, the little slot
Yeah,
machines.
yeah.
They're so fun. I want one in my house right now. I don't have one. Kind of pissed about it.
Kurt
But-
has one
Do you have a tiny slot machine?
on him. He carries one everywhere.
Right here?
It's
No.
fun to play. No, I'm saying like 8 inches high. I love
Yeah.
those. And I'm not referring to kids when I talk about tiny slot machines. I'm truly talking about tiny slot machines, which we have to make clear.
And you
Okay.
think something
Is the
is
person
going?
you're meeting here, is that why you're looking at the time?
Yeah.
Well, they got to wait.
Yeah, they gotta wait.
I don't know what to tell you. They showed up too early.
I told them I showed up too late. That was the
You
problem.
did show up too
Well,
late.
they can just join the podcast. Are
I
they?
don't know if
are
she
they
would
a
like
guy?
that.
Also, the
No, it's not a guy. I'm
party
sorry,
you're
Kurt.
going to
Man.
doesn't start till like 3:30, so you're
Yeah,
gonna
we
get
got
there really
time.
early if you go right.
Well, food starts at 2:30.
Sounds like you're gonna have to invite him into my house and we can all hang.
Did I?
Sorry.
Well, that's fine. She should meet Kurt.
Sounds like you got to invite this lady into my house.
I would love to meet her. I would love to meet a woman.
I
Have I
love
ever?
meeting
Have
women.
I ever? Have I ever told you the story?
She's 10 minutes away.
Have I ever told you
Okay,
that?
then we're fine.
Yeah, we're fine. Yeah,
But she's coming in.
she's not coming in.
Why not?
We can all stand outside.
I'm a totally cool guy.
I don't like all the booby traps in
And
your
there's
house.
tons of space in this
Booby
living room.
traps. You know what I mean?
I don't like how you have all these saw
You can
machines in
sit
there.
in that chair. That's like 10 feet away.
That's a little too close for comfort.
Yeah, for Kurt, he has a wife. That's one thing we should consider. He shouldn't be with women, around women.
I don't have a wife.
Well, you shouldn't be around women for a different reason.
Why?
Because you're bisexual.
I have no interest in this woman.
You're bisexual.
I have no interest.
What do you?
Purely,
Are you trying to insult me?
No.
Women.
I'm trying to respect you.
Well, I would prefer it if you disrespected
You're talking to this lady, and so I have no interest. But the minute you stop,
me.
then I can think whatever I want.
Yeah.
So just let me know when you guys stop talking.
Oh, I will.
And then I won't be, a bad bro.
No. Yeah, you
Right
got to
now-
respect the bro code.
Right now, I'd be a bad bro if I was interested in this woman.
Yeah.
But literally, the second you guys stop talking,
Well, that's what you call the Jasmine predicament.
What's the Jasmine predicament?
Well,
okay,
that
I
you-
have no interest in your wife because you guys are married.
Yeah.
I love her.
But the minute you guys are not, I am totally allowed to say and do whatever I want.
Of course.
Well, yeah, that's how I have the Cooper's mom predicament, which as soon as you guys stop being mother and son,
Well, that's never going to happen.
well, that's why I'm waiting.
But I have ex girlfriends you could talk to.
I'm meeting your mom in an hour.
I don't want to meet any of your
She's coming to the
ex-girlfriends. I
Super
don't want to
Bowl
meet any of them.
They're all pretty.
No, they aren't.
Every single one of them's pretty.
Yeah, in your opinion.
They're all
Every
very
woman,
pretty. In
every-
everybody's opinion.
Every woman on the face of the planet is pretty in their own
Not
way.
Epstein. Epstein would think they're too fucking old.
He would, but I wouldn't.
Yeah,
All of my ex-girlfriends are above age and they're very pretty.
and they haven't hit the wall.
MILF Island. That's an island I would like to see. MILF.
I would like reverse Epstein Island, where they traffic a bunch of old people and molest them.
No, I'm saying
A bunch of 90-year-old people in a storage container.
Yeah,
Where are we going?
and it's run by a goy, because we're taking it back.
The goys need to get into the pedo game. We are so down right now. Pedophiles look at us like idiots.
Yeah, I mean,
I wanna build
what about us guys that were raised Catholic? Catholic guys never molest anybody.
No, we just get molested.
It's all wasps. It's all wasps.
I used to
And
change
the
in
other
this-
one.
I used to
Yeah.
change in the same room as my priest.
Why?
It's weird.
Why?
Used to change. Wait, what?
Why was there a lock?
All right, Kurt's corner.
Kurt's corner. Why
no,
were you
no, no.
changing?
I mean, we would change in our altar boy gowns in the same room. The priest would change into his gown.
And he was sneaking peeks.
I think the most I ever got down was my boxers in that room.
That's still pretty.
That's enough.
That's still a lot.
If you're a pedophile, you almost never get to
Did you
see.
get hard?
Did I get hard?
Did you get hard when you were in there? Because the energy was probably so intense.
The energy sounds hot.
It was. I
and
felt.
it's taboo.
Well, I felt like I was in the presence of God. So yes, I was hard.
Oh, did God ever molest you?
No.
Everything you're describing sounds hot.
What
For
if
you,
God
not
started?
for him.
What if God started sexting you while you were praying?
Oh, like if you were like, God, please give me a sign, and you just get a sign, and he's like, you're sexy.
Well, yeah, God give me a sign, and he's like, "What are you doing tomorrow?"
Shane, have you ever been to the?
And you're like,
confessional
"God's
booth?
drunk."
And you're like worshiping you. God is drunk, right? I'm trying to talk to God, and he's drunk, and he's horny.
You've been to confession, right?
Of course. Cooper's been to confession.
Really?
No.
You've never been.
You should
So-
just
oh,
go.
so you have nothing.
They don't
you
check.
gotta- You got
should
nothing.
just go hang out with
I
the
went
guy
to a
in there.
non-denominational Christian elementary school, and I was discriminated against for being Catholic. They said Catholic is not Christianity.
Did they really
You
say
don't
that?
belong here. They
That's
did.
crazy. That even happens. That even happens in California.
Well, it
Yeah.
still happens. That still happens.
Did that
That's
happen to
discrim-
you?
Me?
No, you're Long Island.
Me, JFK, and Joe Biden have all experienced Catholic discrimination.
No, I've just some guy was like came up to me once and was like he found out I was Catholic and then or like raised Catholic and then he goes I need to talk to this man right now because he needs to be saved.
I hate the new Christians. New Christians suck so much.
There-
Protestants-
There's a lot of
Yeah.
new Catholics like online.
Gen Z
Yeah,
Catholics.
Yeah, they're the worst because
Trans-
they were all raised like Protestant and shit,
Yeah.
and then they're like, I'm getting into Catholic
They
because
keep bringing this hardcore, follow every rule Protestant energy into Catholicism.
Yeah.
And the thing about Catholicism is you do whatever you want, and then you say, I'm sorry for doing that.
That's
And then you do it again, and it's a weekly cycle. And that's what being Catholic's about. You party, and then you say, I'm sorry for partying, and then you party.
and then you beat your kids, and then you go to the confessional booth, and you're like, I did nothing
yeah,
wrong
yeah.
Yeah.
because I don't
You
understand
go
that
to
it's
confession, you don't even bring that up. You go to confession, you're like, I thought about cheating on my wife again. They're like, you do anything else? And you beat your kids all week, and you're like, no, I didn't do anything else. That was
Yeah.
it.
When I was in
I thought about
did I
cheating on
ever
my wife, and I did.
did I ever tell you
But
guys
the
that,
thought was what's really bad.
Sorry.
did I ever tell you guys in high school once me
You
and,
cheated
me
on
and my-
Jasmine?
me and my friends would play this game called Slippery Pigs on the trampoline where we would take Crisco cooking oil and lather lather each other up, and we would play this game on the trampoline where one of us was the slippery pig, and you had to catch him. But we were so oiled up, it was so hard to do, and we would like go wee 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 on the trampoline, whoever the pig was. And my mom saw this and was like, "Kurt, you need to go to the confessional booth right now."
She was right.
She grabbed.
Listen, I'll be honest, your mom is wrong about a lot, but she was on the money on that. If you see your kid covering himself, first off, you're wasting all her Crisco. You're lathering yourself and you're groping each other. Yeah, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, dude, wrap it up. I don't care if you're gay, but just fuck each other because this is not cool.
Yeah,
But also, I do care that you're gay.
But I mind a little bit.
and then
Yeah, I don't like
lied to the priest.
I want
and didn't
grandkids.
tell
I
him.
want insane bipolar grandkids.
It is so funny. I bet you. Does your mom want you to have kids?
Yeah, I think we'll have one or two.
Yeah.
To like,
Crazy moms do want you to have like
your
a
wife was talking
lot
about
of
having kids last night.
really?
She was excited.
Yeah.
Because I was drinking NA. She's like, I can't wait till I'm pregnant and I'm drinking NA stuff. It's going to be so fun.
Is in it? Maybe she meant the N-word.
But yeah, Jasmine was like, I can't wait to be pregnant and just get to say the N-word. Because pregnant women, everybody loves pregnant women.
Yeah, because their hormones are out
Yeah.
of balance.
I was telling your wife, though, I go, you got to watch out. Some of the NAs, they still got like 0.5% alcohol. So make sure you're drinking Heineken 0.0 when you're preggers.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and also
'Cause I
don't
want your
smoke.
baby to be healthy.
Thank you.
Don't smoke like the small woman cigarettes because there's actually is a lot of tobacco.
I think
in
you have a
those.
very cute baby.
Oh, yeah.
I think it'll be
thank
ugly.
you. Oh,
Okay.
come on.
Why would you say that?
I'm not
Yeah.
attracted
Why
to
would you
it.
say that?
I don't mean okay. I
I'm
get
You're
not
that.
attracted
to
to
it
me.
either.
You're attracted to me. I know. That glisten in your eye right now.
Well, yeah, I'm attracted to you. We're
what
friends.
would you rate Kurt? Scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Fucking 8.
Thanks.
Wow.
I'm attracted to all my friends.
What would you rate me?
5, 6.
What the fuck?
That's still pretty good.
No, it's not.
That's still good.
That's not that good.
5 is 50%. That's an F.
6. You're 6.
6 is a D.
T's
All right,
passing.
what would you rate a dead body that's has maggots on it?
6.5.
Oh
You
my
would rate it
gosh.
0.5.
Oh wow, Cooper, that's bad.
I think I'm handsome.
Hey,
I don't think I'm
how
knockout.
about this?
I don't think I'm knockout.
How about
I don't
this?
think I'm a smoke show, but I think I'm kind of handsome.
You know what? 6.4. You're 6.4.
Who would you rather take on a nice Italian dinner? A dead corpse you dug up at a grave, and it has maggots and flies all over it, or Cooper?
For me. Just be honest.
Yeah, be honest.
I mean,
nice
I
night
know
out.
Cooper a little bit better, so his personality's more attracted to him, but attracted to me. But
Personality counts.
physically speaking,
Just
I mean, I don't. You have to show me a picture.
I've
of a
been doing
dead
pull-ups.
of a dead corpse covered in maggots.
Yeah,
I'll show
you're gonna
you.
have to
I
show
have a
me.
nice body.
I'll show you.
We should do this podcast shirtless. I was actually considering that. I was thinking it'd be really funny.
Well, you would have to censor because you have a vagina on your stomach.
I don't have a vagina on my stomach.
All right,
Just
one
look
final
at this
Kurt's
AI
corner.
photo.
One-
badass.
That is
That's
badass.
awesome.
That's
Do you want to see a dead
One
corpse? covered in-
final Kurt's corner
Kurt's
before we
corner,
leave.
just to end
What's
the episode.
the?
An opinion on something we haven't talked about. Whole new topic.
Ah,
An
shit.
opinion on it. New topic and an opinion.
You
All
have
right,
60
Corner.
seconds.
Wait, no,
Go.
no, wait. Let me think. Let me
No
think.
time to
let me
wait.
think. Oh, solar panels are bad.
Okay.
All right, stay funny.
Stay funny. Find the funny. Kurt, say find the funny.
Find the funny.
Thank you.